Welcome back to Bibliophiles Audiophiles. Today we are kicking off something new. This is the first episode of the new year, so happy 2024, everybody.
Woo!
Ooh. So to kick off this year, we decided to do the ABC challenge. So today the book begins with A, and we are doing Awkweird by Avery Flynn. It is available on Kindle Unlimited. It is $7.99 on Kindle. Where did we find this one?
Oh, I found it.
Okay, I did not remember for the life of me where it came from.
So this is actually my first reread
Okay.
for the series, because I read this sometime in the summer, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where I found it. I think it was just popped up in the Kindle app, like recommended for you. And I'm really interested in the pregnancy trope.
Yes,
so
I am too. The cover is very cute.
The cover is really cute.
Mm-hmm.
So I read it in August, and I liked it, and we needed an A, and it was the first one that popped in my head.
Yeah, I loved it, honestly. Okie doke. So here is the description. Forgot what it was called. There's more to me than just being awkward. I own my own flower shop, have some great friends, and I have my eye on adopting the most adorable kitten. But sadly, hot guys don't tend to be blown away by my trivia spouting dorky self. So when a Thor lookalike who happens to be a professional hockey player hits on me at my bestie's wedding rehearsal party, you better believe I climbed that tree like a cat. I did not read the description.
Neither did I.
And the fact that it happened not once, not twice, but 3 times? Yeah, that's pretty much a once-in-a-lifetime experience for a woman like me. There's zero chance I'll end up ever seeing him again, right? Until the pregnancy test comes up positive. What happens next? Oh my gosh, I wish I knew. So, yeah, we don't ever read the description until now.
Yeah.
So you better believe I climbed that tree like a cat.
We need trigger warnings, my guy.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about that.
I have them pulled up. Would you like me to say them?
Yeah, go ahead.
Content warnings are sexual content, pregnancy, medical content, abandonment, injury/injury detail, toxic relationship, and vomit. Ain't that sweet? So for ratings, the average rating on Storygraph is a 3.75. The 1 star I picked out said, "This was god awful. The average rating lied." I'm like, okay. And this 5 star I got queued up is Awkweird is very cute, sexy romance novel. Avery Flynn is one of my favorite contemporary authors in the romance genre. Goodreads 3.79 average. This 1 star says, oh, it's by someone named Lydia.
Lydia?
Lydia.
Oh, I thought you said Lydia.
This Lydia says, skimmed, boring, didn't like the hero, not very memorable, heroine was fine, guy messed up, girl groveled and professed love. That took it from 2.5 stars to 1.
Wow. I'm really mean.
You really are. This 5 stars says, despite the terrible cover and the weird haha title, I love this so much. Like, so much. I love how nerdy they were in their relationship development. So good. Am I in my surprise pregnancy trope era? I think so.
You.
Me. And then Amazon's 4.3 average. This says, rarely read such a bad book with such good reviews. Neither HC could take me with you or in any way made me believe why the two ended up having a relationship. What is HC?
HC? I don't know.
All right.
Could it mean hardcover?
I don't know.
That's like the only thing I'm finding is hardcover.
Neither hardcover could take me with you or in any way made me believe why the two ended up having a relationship.
No.
Doesn't make sense. You know what? I forgot to mention, that rating was a translation from German.
That could be it then. Because I'm like sitting here, like, I literally had a list pulled up of like bookish terms. There was no HC.
It's gotta be some German slang.
Yeah.
I wish I knew. I was trying to see if the German would give me any context clues, but no. It's been too long. But the 5-star rating, this book was adorable and had me laughing more than once. Tess's awkwardness was very relatable as someone who also doesn't people well. Cole's development from the beginning of the story to the end was fantastic. This is the first book I've read from this author, but is definitely will not be the last. And that is that. Are you ready for
Ready, ma'am?
James?
James.
James.
There's some spoilers coming up, sweetie. You better cover your ears.
Would you like to start, ma'am?
Sure. My first question is, what do you think of the term Awkweird?
I thought it was kind of cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it was like kind of like a mashup of words, and that's exactly what it was. Actually, no kind of about it, but I thought it was really cute.
Yeah, I thought that was cute that she'd make up terms like that.
Yeah.
So I thought that was really cute.
I really related a lot with the Tess character. Yeah, Tess. I didn't make sure it wasn't Tessa, but yeah, no, I really related to her a lot.
I love trivia, so like the fact that they were like doing trivia made me really
At a wedding.
excited because I'm like, I love trivia. When I was on a cruise, I attended like several trivia events that they had. I did Harry Potter trivia.
Oh my gosh, I bet you won.
No, I wish.
What?
I got top 10 people though.
Oh, okay, that's
so
pretty close.
That's better. That's better than nothing. But I love trivia, so that's my kind of people that I would kind of hang out with.
My first note is I like the surprise pregnancy trope.
Me too.
This is like I think might be my first surprise pregnancy book.
This isn't my first.
Solely on it.
This isn't my first. I've definitely had another one that I've read.
Mm-hmm.
That one was The Event by Whitney something.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like the surprise pregnancy trope.
Yeah.
I like pregnancy trope in general.
I do too. I like that she told the dad and called the hockey player, the guy she hooked up with, and he wants to be involved and sounds as excited as he can be.
That's my next note is like, that's like my favorite scene in the whole book is when she tells him that she's pregnant.
Yeah.
She literally rolls up. He doesn't answer right away. So she just gets in her car
To leave. And then he runs out.
And then he gets in the car and she's just like, did you know that a baby deer is called a whatever it is? I forget. Like a fawn or something. And she's just naming all this. And I'm like,
it's all baby related too. I love
related.
how all the facts and like the trivia just actually relates to the situation.
Yeah.
Yes. I thought that was so funny.
Oh, and then he was just like, and she was just like, I'm pregnant. And he's just like, oh, congratulations.
Yeah, then he like sits there, and it reminded me of in Friends how Chandler like always yells at Joey like, "Get there faster!"
Yeah,
I'm just sitting there like, "Oh my gosh, dude, think like process."
Why would she come all the way to your house to tell
why
you?
Would she track down your address and then come to your house to tell you that she's pregnant? Like, bro, get there faster. But was it then when he was like, "We'll get married" or whatever, and then she said she lifted one finger and said, "No, I'm not marrying you." Lifted a second finger. "No, I don't need your money." Her third finger, which just happened to be her middle finger, all by itself, "F you and your paternity test." Iconic.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it was then or later, like a little bit later, but that, I had to reread that like 4 or 5 times, and each time I was like, damn. That was probably my favorite part of the entire book, was just that, "No, I'm not marrying you. No, I don't need your money. F you and your paternity test."
She's like, I came down here as a courtesy to let you know that you shoved a baby in my body.
Congratulations. Mm-hmm. It works, in case you were wondering.
And then he's just like, but we used a condom. And she's like,
they used 3. Yeah.
Used 3. And then she's like, well, were they expired? And then he was just like, God damn it.
Yeah, he's just like, ah. So, like, the guy that gave them to him was, like, his roommate or his hockey mate, one of his best friends. Yeah. Anyway, so he gave them to him as a joke, because he was like, oh, maybe you'll loosen up if we go to a wedding. Didn't expect him to use them because he knew they were expired.
Did he really?
Used all 3. He said, yeah. I think he was like, well, I didn't mean for you to use them. They've been in my wallet. And so I just gave them to you.
Like, you never learn anything from Ross and Rachel.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Friends.
Really. Don't put condoms in your wallet, by the way.
Yeah, that actually can cause them to, like, break.
Yeah, because, like, it rubs on them a lot. And, like, then, same with leaving them in your car. If they reach a certain temperature, the latex starts to thin. Yeah. No, thank you.
Speaking of cars, though, because she did this in the car, eyelashes on a car are so ugly.
Dude, I love that.
I think they're so ugly.
I know that they're ugly, but I like them in the way that's like, that's ugly, I love it. Like when you see a really ugly cat and you're just kind of like, oh my gosh, it's hideous, I want one. Like the naked cats.
I don't think they're cute.
They're so cute. Look at them. They need sweaters. They're so helpless. They can't even stay warm. I know somebody that has 2 of them, and they have like their whole, like, they have their own closet of just sweaters for those 2 cats because they're always cold because they don't have any fur. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that is so helpless.
Some of them are cute, some of them aren't, but like
Some of them look demented.
but eyelashes on cars I cannot get behind.
Oh my gosh, especially if it's like a bug. Oh, love it.
Or
It's
like
so
the
cute.
people who like put the antlers on their cars.
I think
for
that's
Christmas.
a little bit cliche.
Or like the red nose.
Oh my gosh,
For
or the
Rudolph.
the tiger tail if they're an Auburn fan.
Or balls.
Oh my gosh, the truck nuts.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, those are like, they're funny, but in like a seriously gross
Like,
kind of way.
They're so gross. I don't like decaling my car like that in any way.
No.
Like bumper stickers, window stickers, cute, but like
Anything else? If I got eyelashes for my car, do you think it'd make it look better?
I don't think there's anything that can make your car look
Honestly,
better.
I
I'm
don't
sorry.
think so. It's bad. Anybody who knows what my car looks like, oh my gosh. I'm not, like, for the people that don't know, I took Alyssa to like a really cool like outdoor mall for like her birthday. It was like an hour drive. On the way up there, a piece of my car actually came off. It was like the trim for my window flew off while I was going down the interstate, and I was on the phone with my mom and I started crying, and I'm like, I don't understand why every time I go on the interstate my car falls apart, because 2 months before that I was driving on the same interstate and another piece of my car came flying off, some part of my mirror, I don't even know what it was, and it's just, they're gone, you know. Luckily, they're just cosmetic, but every time I get on the interstate, a piece of my car falls off, so... Oh, it's a crap box, pretty much. I was going to say the other word.
Oh, yeah.
Will save me some time to bleep later.
But honestly, there's nothing that can make your car look better.
I know,
mean,
I
sorry.
agree 100%. Sorry. Okay. Her apartment floods, and she has to stay with baby daddy. She's only seen twice ever. So accidental one-night stand, accidental pregnancy, and forced proximity. Thank you, Avery Flynn.
Yeah.
Those are like 3 of my favorite tropes.
Oh, and then he caught the what's the thing called? The bride's thing.
Oh, the garter?
The garter.
Yeah.
And she got the bouquet.
Yeah.
And they had to dance at the wedding.
Oh my god, that had to be so awkward.
Like the day after they screwed 3 times in a hotel room.
Before they found out they're pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like all this stuff that's just like, y'all, it's fate.
Mm-hmm.
But her apartment, her uncle is
Oh
awful.
my gosh, yes. He's the landlord. He's the landlord.
Like, man, if her business wasn't directly underneath and like part of that building,
Yeah.
like I would hope that
Leave.
she wouldn't stay there.
Yeah. So, it never explained, did she go back to live there, or did she just continue living with Cole? It never really said for me, and that was kind of a cliffhanger that I didn't appreciate.
I don't think it explicitly stated, but I would be, my assumption, that's the term I want to use, would be that she moved into the apartment, but then she just ended up moving right back in with him.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, she has Khan, the cat.
Yeah.
The cat's in
He
love
hates
with
the
him.
cat, but...
No, the cat's in love with him.
Yeah.
I
At
mean,
first, it was the Satan cat, but, you know, because it kept attacking him. It reminded me of him when he was a kitten. You couldn't walk past anything without that fat bastard attacking your feet. And now look at him. A fat bastard.
And he still attacks feet.
He does still attack feet. He scares me sometimes because I'm not expecting him, and all of a sudden he'll just be attacking my feet and biting me, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh, red flag.
Mhm.
Any guy that's in a breakup relationship with someone. So
Oh,
Cole,
this was the one where he kept getting off and on. Yeah. Oh, that's right. Because he was like, everything in my life is exact. I know I'm going to get back with this girl, Marion, or whatever her name was. Start with an M.
Margot? No.
No, it wasn't Margot.
Marty.
Marty, that's what it was. Yeah. Congratulations.
Thanks.
Yeah, he was like, oh, I'm definitely going to get back with her. And like, it made me feel really bad. Because this girl's like, yeah, like I'm having his baby. I'm in love with him. But he's in love with this other girl.
Yeah.
That made me feel sad every time
Same.
she brought that up. I'm just like, oh my god.
You know why? Because it kind of reminded me of our mutual ex. Because he had the whole same thing with, I think, the girl he used to date.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Did he date her before you too? Or was it just before me?
Just before you.
Okay. So it kind of reminded me of that because, like, you can kind of tell he still had feelings for her.
Yeah, that's really, like, it's really sad. Honestly, anybody out there that might be listening in the big wide world, if you're not over somebody, don't get with anybody.
No.
Like, that is not healthy.
Mm-mm.
You need time to heal from that. Mm-hmm. Because how can you make somebody else happy if you're hung up on the past kind of deal?
Yeah, 100%. So, I thought it was a red flag, but I really like Cole.
I really did like him too.
You know, it's a red flag in real life, but in book world...
Oh, in book world? Smash.
Different.
She obviously did. I mean, to be fair, she didn't really know.
She did not... Well...
They kind of said he's hung up on his ex and he needs to let loose. They didn't say on again, off again, red flag.
Yeah.
They probably should have said that, you know. Mm-hmm. Just to let her know. They're so awkward together, like they haven't already seen each other naked, and I can understand that.
Yeah.
I am still so incredibly awkward with my husband over anything, especially if I'm changing my clothes. I'm like, we've been married almost 4 years, and he's literally watched me birth 2 children. But yet you can't watch me put on a bra? Like, what is the logic behind that, really?
Yeah, no, I 100% get that. It's like, I don't know, I want to say it's similar to, I don't know, just hanging out with a man in front of your family, you know? Like, it's just different. like, you know, well, the awkwardness, yes. You know? Like, it's like, you're not doing anything. It's not like you're having sex in front of them or something. Like, you're literally, like, holding hands or something. Like, it's not that weird.
Like, over Christmas, he said something to, like, oh my gosh, who was it? I want to say it was, like, my mom or his mom. He made a sexual joke about me, like, in front of one of our parents. And I'm like, in front of my dad, like, it's funny. Mm-hmm. But in front of his mom... Or in front of my mom and dad, it's funny. But in front of his mom is not. To me, for some reason, it makes me feel extremely awkward. Like, I can say something and it's fine. But when he says something that's wrong, I think it's because he's her son.
Yeah.
And so, like, he'll say jokes like that. And I'm just like, you can't do that.
I think I was there for that.
Yeah. And he's like, they know we have kids. Like, he's like, we have kids. They know we have sex. And I'm like, I know, but we don't have to tell them that.
Yeah.
What's your next note, ma'am?
It's a question.
Oh.
So my question is, I need to know what's hotter on a man. Boxers or briefs?
Briefs.
I agree.
Yeah. Boxers remind me of my older brother. Because for the first 16 years of his life, he would only wear boxers. And anytime he walked around the house not wearing pants, they just look like a saggy diaper to me. Because there's no firmness.
Yeah.
They're just cloth that hangs open. I'm like... Do you not feel all that air just breezing up in there all the time?
You see, my brother, I think, has to wear briefs because he's so skinny.
Oh, the boxers.
That I feel like boxers are just going to look so big on him.
That's the way my brother was because he's always been a stick.
Your brother is more buff than my brother is, though.
Now he is, but like a few years ago,
mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah. But, sorry, Chris, if you're listening.
Yeah.
But, you know, like, it makes sense for him. So, like, I don't know. Think about that, but like between boxers and briefs, I think briefs are hotter.
No, I'm fixing to rock your world. You ready? Tighty-Whities. That's where it's at. No, my dad is 50 and he stopped wearing tighty-whities when he was 47. So I know this because he used to walk around with no clothes on, and then they got holy and his butt was hanging out.
There's been a time or two where his pants have dropped by accident.
Yes. Like, bro, there's drawstrings. Like, we get you sports pants because of that. There's drawstrings.
No, it's like really funny because he'll just be standing in the kitchen talking to his sister, and then like it's very rare, but his pants will suddenly just fall to the ground, and he's like, "Whoop!"
They're just like, no. He's like, "Oh god."
And it's just, at least it's like everyone can laugh about it, you know, like It's not awkward.
It's just funny. Yeah. Because my dad is like 6'3", 300 pounds, and he's just standing there having a full-blown conversation. All of a sudden, there's no pants. And then, like, everyone just keeps talking like normal. Because I don't know how many... I lost count of the times of the years. My dad, he likes to make cookies, and he'd be standing at the counter, and, you know, I'd have some music going. He'd be sitting there dancing, going, and all his pants just go on the floor. And bro's like, I gotta reenact it for you. Hang on. Bro's holding his bowl of cookie mix and doing this number right here, trying to hold his pants up. And he's trying not to spill the cookie mix. So he's just doing this. And, like, seeing my 300-pound dad try to play grab with a pair of pants on the ground while not spilling his cookie dough is one of the highlights of my life.
Why not put the bowl down?
I know. I'm like, he's got a counter, 2 counters, and a table. I'm like, just set it down somewhere. And he's like, I've almost got it. I almost got it.
Oh my god.
I think he stopped putting stuff in his pockets now, unless he's wearing a belt. So that helps a little bit. I love my dad.
Funny. I like your dad too.
Now, my mom, she pulls her pants down on purpose. She likes to moon me.
Oh, you know what I was going to say too? Tighty-Whities, for some reason, make me think of my dad. And
See?
I don't really want to think about my dad.
Same.
Mm-mm.
No, if you're ever getting jiggy with it and the guy takes his pants off and it's tighty-whities, leave. That's a red flag for me.
Yeah. I think boxers also remind me of my first ex.
Yeah. They're a red flag, honestly.
Probably.
There's just... No man is going to wear tighty-whities or boxers.
Yeah.
It's going to be briefs. I love how we spent probably the last 10 minutes talking about underwear in my dad's butt.
Oh. Lord. But, yeah. I didn't think this conversation was going to go that far.
Anyways.
Let's 180 that.
Next
Something completely different. So, she makes him cinnamon French toast.
Yeah.
And he gets an allergic reaction.
To cinnamon.
To cinnamon.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I think cinnamon belongs in French toast.
Oh, 100% without doubt.
Like, I don't think I've ever made French toast without cinnamon on it. Like, that's just... But then it occurred to me because I went to France, and one of the dishes we had there was called... There's, like, a croque monsieur and a croque madame. They're, like, breakfast sandwiches or something. So, like... I'm just gonna Google what it looks like so I can show you.
Okay.
But it's pretty much, like, 2 pieces of bread and then, like, an egg and some stuff.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like a fancy looking breakfast sandwich though. So like,
oh my gosh, that looks amazing.
Yeah. So basically, the bread is kind of just made like regular French toast. Now that I think about it.
Yeah.
I just pushed my mic all the way over.
No, that was him. His tail caught your thing. He
well.
about pulled it off.
So
Tasty.
that's a croque madame. Croque
That's
monsieur.
a crock of mad. What?
Croque monsieur. Croque madame.
Croque madame.
Madame. And then there's croque monsieur. Fancy. So
I thought madame meant woman, and then monsieur meant man.
it does.
So it's a woman or a man sandwich?
I guess. I don't know what it translates. Well, I don't know what the croque translates to, but it's just a different...
A crock.
Listen, if you're French out there,
Yeah, let us
explain.
know, for real. No,
But-
that sounds really cool.
my note was cinnamon belongs on French toast. The other thing is, why the hell does he have cinnamon in his house?
If you know, I didn't think about that because she didn't grocery shop.
Mm-mm.
I think she did later, but not at first.
I want to say I thought I remembered she like threw out the cinnamon.
Yeah, like just threw away the jar.
I think she did.
Dude's
Did
got
she?
like a deadly. I think so. Dude's got like a deadly allergic reaction to cinnamon, and then it's in his house.
And then he gets mad because he has to sit out for practice.
Yeah, and he's like, "What am I gonna do?"
And it's like, well, bro,
Spend
first of
time
all,
with your baby mama.
don't be mad at her too, because like
She didn't
didn't know.
You guys are having a baby together. She didn't know about your allergy.
On another food-related note, dill-flavored ice cream.
I really want to try that.
Me too.
That sounds really good.
I've been like thinking about all kinds of weird food combos lately, and I'm like, damn, we need to try it.
Pregnant.
Unless I'm Mother Mary.
Aw.
Their lack of communication was so frustrating.
It was. Oh my gosh.
Because-
I'm like, just tell her.
You
Tell
know,
him.
over like the course of them living together, he's like slowly starting to fall in love with her and is slowly, you know, being like, you know what, I don't really want Marty.
Yeah.
And then she's just like, they're like, well, I'm falling in love with him, but you know, he really wants Marty.
Yeah.
But like, if he would have just said that he wants her and she would have said, I want you.
Yeah. How simple would that have been?
Man.
Yeah.
So easy. That was the one thing that was really frustrating.
It was
throughout
very
this whole
frustrating.
thing.
Yeah.
Woo. The phrase, they all gave her knowing looks because her friends were with her and, I don't know, something related to Cole.
Yeah.
After, like, they kind of, like, broke up, in quotes, I'm putting broke up.
Quote unquote, yeah.
But they all gave her knowing looks is giving those moon emojis. You know, the moons with the faces? Like, there's
I
a black
think
moon
so.
and a white moon.
I think so.
And they're looking at each other or looking in opposite directions.
Yeah.
Every time I see that phrase, I'm thinking, like, the moon emoji where it's just like,
Ooh. I just imagine the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the
The eyes with the smirk.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, hey, I know something you don't know.
Oh, so this is like towards the end. So the part at the end where she confesses her feelings to him, so cringe.
Yeah.
I forgot how cringy it was. It's basically karaoke night at this place that they...
Yeah.
And she grabs the microphone and just starts talking.
in front of all these people.
And I'm like, girl, I skipped it.
I skimmed. I'm not gonna lie, because
skipped.
I was getting secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah, I skipped because I was like, I can't
Yeah.
sit through that cringe. That was awkward.
That one.
I made it funny.
You were so funny. Love it.
And then this is my last note.
Okay.
That's related to it. Not closing note, it's the last note. So I thought the timeline for her pregnancy was off.
It did seem really short.
It was off because she got pregnant in what, like winter?
I don't remember.
I want to say it was like winter.
Yeah.
Like December or January or February.
So she should have had a baby in like fall, right?
Right. But she had the baby in... Well, they didn't say specifically when. But from my assumption, based off of the way it was written, they had the Stanley Cup, which is like the hockey championship trophy, in the delivery room. So my assumption was he came straight from that game.
Yeah, because, they're not going to put that in the hospital bag.
Yeah.
So
he came straight from the game with the cup. The Stanley Cup, that game isn't until March.
Oh, so that really doesn't make sense.
So she would have had to have gotten pregnant in like summer.
Yeah.
So I feel like, I'm pretty sure it was like winter when she got pregnant, supposedly.
Did it mention anything about the cold, or?
I think so. I don't remember. But I don't know. Something about it just felt off.
I do think that it said that no, this may be another book. Stay for a few weeks and then Christmas and then go home after that. Or is that another book?
Might be another book.
I don't know. I remember something about it being Christmas in the book, though. Because they got each other
there was no
gifts.
Christmas in this book.
Are you sure? Because I thought she got him like a gift to go like with him on the ice or something. I'm probably thinking of other books. It's like, again, it's like 11:30 at night.
Yeah, a little bit.
And I've had the flu this week, so
Yeah.
it's been a very long week.
And
I
I'm
have to work
taking my
tomorrow.
chances.
Yep. 6 feet apart because we're not gay. My last note is a lot of back and forth on their parts. Temporary. Like, that kept pissing me off. How she kept saying it's just temporary.
Yeah.
I'm like, you are the only one saying that. Stop pushing it so hard.
Yeah.
Okay. Why did I say that? And they don't want me was just, both of them was feeling that. Which I thought the why did I say that was kind of cute at first, but then it kind of got on my nerves.
Yeah.
Eventually they end up together and they had a daughter named Willow.
That was really
I thought that was
sweet.
really sweet, yeah. That's my last note though.
Yeah, that's all my notes. Would you rate it?
A 5 out of 5.
Really?
I did. I
would've
actually
never
really
guessed.
enjoyed it. Really? No.
would've never
I'm thinking
guessed.
about lowering it though to a 4.5 out of 5.
Okay.
Because it's not perfect, but it was good.
Yeah.
I really
So-
enjoyed it.
I originally actually had it at a 3.75 for my first read, but I decided to bump it up to a 4.
Okay.
It's a little cringy, and the happily ever after makes me feel really like warm inside.
Yeah.
And I forgot how happy it made me feel at the end, where they had the baby and
Kinda
all
like
that
bubbly.
stuff. And,
Yeah.
So I was just like, nah, that's good enough to be a 4
Yeah.
at least.
But
But
I think I'm going to change mine to a 4.5. It's not quite a 5, but it's better than a 4 kind of deal.
yeah.
Do you have any buzz comments or words?
That's pretty much it. Cute, a little cringy, and the HEA makes me feel warm inside.
That's probably what I'd do mine too. Would be cute, a little bit cringy, but it was like really enjoyable overall, and I do highly recommend this book.
I do like Avery Flynn. I've read already like 4 books by her,
Yeah,
and I have like another couple on her on my
I think I did too.
TBR.
But I've heard she does really amazing work on most of her books.
The one thing I think I don't like is that because she writes in third person, and I've noticed this with like all the books of hers that I've read, she does third person, and then she won't distinguish whose point of view she's going into
Yes,
next.
that's
And it's
true.
not like separated in like chapters. So like it's not like chapter 1 is Tess and then chapter 2 is Cole.
Yeah.
And it doesn't go back and forth like that. It's just midway through
So
the chapter.
listening would probably be super confusing.
It is, but you kind of figure it out. Like, she
Yeah.
at least does it in a way where, like, it makes sense.
Yeah, you can use context clues to figure out who it is.
Pretty much. Like, it's not that hard.
Yeah,
I just wish it was distinguished a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like that in books.
I do too. Yeah, especially when it's separated. by like chapters, even if it's a short versus a long chapter. Like I it doesn't matter as long as it's separated for me. Mint. Anyway, so that's all the time we have today for this episode.
Yep.
We hope you guys are going to enjoy the ABC Challenge. We have some awesome books coming up that we are super excited to read.
Yep. Some of them are by authors that we met at the Summerton Book Festival.
I know. I have been looking forward to this year so much because we have at least 5 books, I believe, from authors that we met. Maybe more.
I want to say 5 or 6.
Yeah. But again, we're really
Most of them are at the
excited.
beginning of the challenge.
Yeah.
There's one that's all the way down.
Well, I can't help it that that's the letter they chose the name of their bookstore.
Yeah. But
anyways, we have a email at biblioaudiopod@gmail.com. Beastie, kindly stop. Anyways, that's our email if you wanted to reach out for recommendations.
yes. And our Instagram is at biblioaudiopodcast for all things like that. I've been slacking a little bit at the end of this year for content, but
We have been very busy with Christmas, and then me and my kids have had flu and strep at the same time. Possibly COVID. We don't know. So it's been rough.
And I've been basically exposed to it too.
Oh yeah,
so that's
yours
neat.
all right up here, all up in it. So.
And I have work. I'm still a full-time associate,
Yeah.
associate employee. That's that's the word I actually wanted to use.
Yep.
Full-time associate. So getting that 9 to
We're
5.
thriving.
Actually, it's like 9 to 6, but
Do you want to talk about the website?
the website was where I was going to go next.
Cool.
The website's biblioaudiopod.com. Because we're so fancy with the .com.
So official.
And there's not too much on it. I'm trying to catch up. This is episode like 46. So I'm trying to make blog posts for each episode.
Yeah.
I've only got like 4 right now.
Nice.
So 4 out of 46.
As for merch, we're still working on that.
We are. But we do have a listing for book earrings. They're customizable. So you just go to the link, or you go to our website and you go to our shop. That's the only thing you're going to see because, and you can just write what book you want. Everything you need to know is going to be on there. And we officially are accepting payments on that, so that's neat.
Yay!
And by we, I mean her because she's the one making them.
All right.
Money.
Money. Anyways. All right, we'll see you guys next episode.
Bye-bye.
Bye.